if you have a student that's interested in politics, government, political science, then you need to listen up. There may just be some scholarship dollars out there that can help them pursue their passion in college. Now, if you are like most families in the United States, then any kind of debt-free money can be helpful, even if it's just $500, $600. So that's why in today's video, I'm going to be sharing more about political science scholarships, and I'm actually going to give you the ultimate list of them. Now, make sure you hit subscribe because every week we release a new strategy to help your family work towards a debt-free degree rather than one that includes decades of student loan debt. Hey there, my name is Jocelyn Pearson, founder of the Scholarship System, and this is what we do. Scholarships are our bread and butter. In fact, our families have secured well over $12.5 million in scholarships to date. Now, just a quick note, this is for U.S. citizens or permanent residents. So let's go ahead and dive in. Studying political science is top of the list for a lot of students in reality. Maybe they want to make a difference with communities or get involved in the federal or state government, or maybe they just want to see how power is distributed. Now, in some cases, students may want to pursue a career in journalism or go to law school, but they're using this as their undergraduate degree. No matter what your student's reason is for doing political science in their undergrad, there is actually good news because there's plenty of scholarships out there for it. Now, just a note, this includes for high school students, undergraduate students, and even grad students. Now, just a quick reminder, we do not want to limit ourselves just to scholarships regarding or related to our students' major. We want to look at all the kind of various ideas and categories that we can get scholarships for. So for that, I do have a free webinar. It's 1 hour long where I show you exactly how I help students build a list of legitimate scholarships with less competition. So you can go to thescholarshipsystem.com/free training, or you can find the link in the description below. Now, before I get into the specific scholarships, let's quickly talk about how students can apply to them. So the application process really can vary one award to the next. And this is part of the beauty of private scholarships. Actually, they have all different kinds of requirements. So a student that might not be eligible for one can totally be eligible for another. Now, applications, if they are legitimate, they will most likely require basic information, maybe their GPA, their curriculum. They typically require some essays, which a lot of students do not like, but that is very important in judging if something is legitimate or not. Sometimes they require students to submit FAFSA, which, by the way, if you have any questions about FAFSA, you can find our playlist on our YouTube profile. We'll also link to that in the description. Letters of recommendation, interviews, transcripts, you name it. Now, before submitting, we want to make sure that we have gathered all of the requirements. We do not want to forget something. And in the Scholarship System, our online course, we actually teach students how to kind of create a filing system, hence the word system in our name, where they can quickly pull this information and submit applications faster so that they can keep on submitting more and more and hopefully get more money. Now, in many cases, they will specifically require, for this example, a major in political science. But for some of them, they might be open to students studying related subjects such as government or law enforcement, pre-law. Some of them might even take a minor in political science. This can also be for social science majors. And then, of course, there are general scholarships for everyone to apply to. But this means also if your student switches their major up, but they're still in the same area, they might be able to renew their scholarship if they do receive one. Okay, so let me give you a few specific scholarships. One is Dr. Ara Lee and James Hobbs Pittenger American History Scholarship. So this one is for graduating high school seniors who will be pursuing a degree in American history or American government, and it does require a minimum 24-hour credit hours. So this is kind of where maybe it's close to a minor, maybe it's a major. They're saying it doesn't have to be categorized as either. It just has to actually be the number of hours. Now, the nice thing about this is it is an award of up to $2,000 per year for up to 4 years. So that's fantastic. It's not just a one-time thing. Now, a second one is the National Washington Crossing Foundation Scholarship. This is for graduating students from high school, so they kind of worded a little weird there, that are interested in government service. So this is nice again because it doesn't have to be specifically political science, but it can be any kind of government focused major or career path. There are multiple awards and the amounts vary. Now for these, they specifically said a student has to be a high school senior or graduating from high school in their final year of high school, etc. But For many scholarships, students can continue applying once they head to college. So this is where it's important to know, even if your student's already in college, it is not over yet. So here is one example, the Bruce Melkert Scholarship, and forgive me if I butchered the name of it. But this is specific to Tau Kappa Epsilon members that need a 3.0 or higher. So that also proves my point about talking about not necessarily needing a 4.0 to be eligible. But the students must be a college sophomore or higher. Now, you would be surprised how many times you see this. And it's often because a college sophomore is more likely to graduate. So they kind of want to make sure, okay, are you really sticking to this major? Are you really going to graduate? If so, okay, we'll consider you for money. Now, because this is focused on a specific chapter, they even have recruitment, or they have requirements for a role in the chapter, for example, recruitment chair. So this is a very specific scholarship, but my point is I want you to see that there are some even when we're already in college. And it does say undergraduate degree in political science or government, and must have a goal to actually pursue a career to serve people in a political or government position. Okay, so those are just 3 scholarships that are focused around political science or government-based career paths. We have an entire list with tons more for you, so we will link to that in the description. It's our ultimate list of political science scholarships. And remember, even if our student's not necessarily majoring in political science, but they're doing something government-related, as you saw here, they may still be eligible. Now, comment below, is your student considering political science? And if so, what do they plan to do with this career? I would love to see it. I'm sure other families would as well. Maybe we can give each other ideas. Maybe your student didn't think of a certain career path that someone else's did. So comment below, is your student pursuing a degree in political science or anything government related? And if so, what do they plan to do with it? Okay, so that said, college is expensive. We know it. We need as much money as we can get. Even if you have saved some, any penny can help. So it always is helpful to look for money related to our major. So I went ahead and gave you 3 specific scholarships for political science or government related majors. We shared an entire list though. It's linked in the description along with that free scholarship webinar, because we want to start with scholarships related to our major, but then we want to find money that's related to other topics, passions, interests, etc. So I show you exactly how to do that in that free training, which you'll find the link in the description as well. Lastly, don't forget to hit subscribe, because every week we release a new strategy to help your family work towards a debt-free degree. All right, I'll see you in the next training.